Protests and tensions have erupted in Belfast, Northern Ireland after a terrible knife attack. Police have charged a 30-year-old man with attempted murder. The attack, caught on video, has sparked a lot of anger. The accused is a Sudanese man who came to Northern Ireland as an asylum seeker. Video showing members of the public trying to stop the attack has been widely shared on social media. The victim has been hospitalized with serious injuries to his eyes, back, and face. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer calls the incident sickening.
But let me be clear, Mr. Speaker. The acts of violence and arson that followed are totally unjustified. This morning I spoke with the First Minister, the Deputy First Minister and the Chief Constable. And the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland is meeting leaders in Belfast today. We are united in calling for calm and determined to restore order, support the police and all those on the front line, and ensure that justice is done.
The scenes in Belfast are deeply, deeply disturbing. A man is in hospital after a brutal attack, and now families are frightened after a night of violence. There is a live criminal case, so we must be careful about what we say. But we can be clear about this. People have a right to be angry. I am angry. And people have the right to expect their politicians to secure our borders. But no one has a right to burn families out of their homes or to burn public property and attack the police. We all have a duty to stand up for public safety in every way.
Nothing can justify the violence that we saw on the streets of Northern Ireland last night with masked thugs trying to burn and intimidate people out of their homes. Those organising these protests claim they're doing so to protect communities. In fact, they're doing the very opposite. They are damaging communities and hurting people who are innocent and who have been terrified. The fact that people in Northern Ireland are being targeted because of the colour of their skin should sicken every right-thinking citizen of the United Kingdom.
We will deal with this. We will be on the streets tonight in numbers even more than we were last night, and we have got arrangements in hand to get mutual aid that will be arriving here tomorrow, and we're looking to get a further some 200 officers to get on the streets to deal with this. It's very easy as young people to get carried away with a tide. It's very easy these days especially to look online and be persuaded by people who know nothing about Northern Ireland, know nothing about the communities in Northern Ireland, know nothing about the history of Northern Ireland, to take actions that they otherwise would not take. Stop looking at this nonsense. Stop listening to these idiots. We will be going after them for the incitement that they've been doing.
But to see out there, we stand there and watch our property getting burnt out, I'll never get over that feeling, mate. Never get over that feeling. I was actually standing right there watching my whole house just go up slowly but surely, and that was it. There's literally nothing I could have done about it. I told them and all when they were right in the car, that's my property where our car is, and they still didn't care. They were like, oh, it'll be safe. I knew straight away it wasn't going to be safe. The car was actually like that, parked on the side of the footpath. Literally that close to my house, basically like that.
There are people who are not from Northern Ireland, and as myself living here, I'm afraid maybe I might be the next to be attacked on the street. So I don't know where to take my family, my children, who is 9 years old, who is asking me every question that crosses his mind, and I don't know how to answer him. I don't know. Maybe I'm the next. I was not able to take my son to school because I don't know how, if we'll be able to reach the school. So we are locked in the house with my wife and my 3 children. We don't know how to come out.
There are issues around housing. There are issues around employment. There are pressures whereby this community who would expect it to get a house in this community now aren't. So there are issues to be dealt with, and we need our politicians to step in and help that debate. But we cannot do it with violence. It just takes us back to the old days, and we don't want to go back there.